Hello guys, welcome to DTW Tutorials. Welcome. Okay, so I'm so excited. I'm done with this video also. This is a video for the Junior WAEC 2020 prep, and this is a complete 60 OBJ questions solved for your last year exams, the past question of your last year. That's your BECE 2019 exams that were taken by students last year, and I've solved and explained in detail this 60 OBJ questions, okay, in detail, thorough explanation for you. Okay, so all you need to do is just sit back and watch this video, and I'm sure it's going to get you prepared. I think over 90% prepared for your forthcoming exams. Okay, and also try to read your books and also do some more practice. All right, and if you've not seen that, I've also uploaded the theory section, which contains the 4 questions in your theory. Okay, I've solved also and explained that, and it's on the channel. You can check that. And please, all I request from you right now, as I said in the earlier one, is for you to please share this video. Please let it get to a lot of people, your friends, your loved ones. If you're also a parent watching this video, please share to your colleagues whose kids are preparing for exams or maybe about to get into GS3. It's also going to help them in their studies. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Giving this video a thumbs up helps to promote it on YouTube and also promote my channel. Please share this channel with your friends, family, and loved ones. And don't forget to subscribe, please. If it's your first time on this channel, please subscribe to DTW Tutorials. Subscribe to help us grow. Okay? And also, as I say, please, this video is not for sale. I've really sat. You can see this video is about 2 hours. That's a lot of work put into this video. I've done this for free for students to support them in their exams. This is what DTW Tutorials is here for, to support West African students and any student around the world. Maths is the same around the world. Support them in their education. All right, so please don't sell this video. It's freely done. Please freely share also. And also, I'm introducing a new channel called DTW Tutorials Junior. Okay, I'm separating it from DTW Tutorials because it's more of the primary, from your grade 4, grade 5. It's more of the primary maths and all. I wouldn't want to populate all those on the main channel, which actually focuses on seniors and all. So this channel, DTW Tutorials Junior, is going to focus on the junior ones, your kids in primary 4, 5, 6. That's your grade 4, 5, 6, and your that's the K4, K5, K6 also. Then your grade 6, 7, 8, grade 7, 8, 9 also. That's your just 1, just 2, just 3 maths and also basic science. All right, to support them in their exams. Definitely most students always run away from STEM courses, but DTW Tutorial is here to support STEM students. Okay, encourage students to learn STEM, and that's by supporting them in their maths and their sciences. All right, so please check out that channel. It's called DTW Tutorials Junior. Please check out that channel and click the subscribe button. Try to support that channel also. I'll be uploading a lot from primary and also the GSS and to GSS3. I'll be uploading a lot on them, on solving each topic in details. All right, okay. And so one more thing before we get on to the video. Okay, so please don't forget that Jesus Christ is coming soon. Give your life to Christ, for he is the way, he is the truth, and he is the life, and he's calling you today. All right, and from us, from DTW Tutorials, we know that you are destined to win in your forthcoming exams this year 2020. Okay, so please, while you're home waiting for school to resume, this video is going to help you. Try to study and also share with your friends. All right, so let's get on to solving these OBJ questions now. Question 1 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says, write in words this particular number. Okay, if you write in words this number. So first of all, you need to know how to write words. Okay, and let me show you a chart here that would help your understanding. Okay, so we have this particular chart. Remember, when you just have one is what? When you just have a number is a unit. When you have if you add a 0 it's tens, add 2 zeros is 100, and when you add when you have 3 zeros you have 1000, another 0 you have 10,000 and all that. So we are going to look at this particular number now and try to separate them by tens. okay? And we'll do this by the power of 10. So let's do this the very simple way. So let's write this number. We have 73030049002. I will advise that you separate them in threes, okay? So let's count 1, 2, 3. We'll put a comma here. Count another 1, 2, 3. You put a comma here. 1, 2, 3. You put another comma here. So it's easy for us to read out this number. Now you're going to just in your mind, first of all, to know the value of the first number, the number we have here. Just make all this in your mind 0, okay? Make them zeros. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay? So here we have how many zeros? We have 9 zeros. Is that not it? 9 zeros. And when you have a power of what? 10 raised to power 9, because this 9 zeros means 10 raised to power 9. Okay? When you have a power of 10 raised to power 9, it means you're dealing with what? Billions. Okay? That's this billion here. All right, let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so you're dealing with what? Billions. All right, so definitely this first number here is what? 7 billion. Okay, so 7 billion. We have a 7 billion in our option here. This is 7 billion here. This is 7 billion here. Okay, 7 billions. All right, then the next value here, which is this will be 303. Okay, so if we drop 303 here, 303, comma, put this rest as zeros, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so this is 303. When you have a power here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 10 raised to power 6. This is what? Millions. All right. When you have 6 zeros, okay, which is 10 raised to power 6, it is what? Millions. So this is what? 303 million. All right. Okay, let's see if the other here it says 7 billion 300 millions. Okay, I didn't put a 3 here. Here it says 7 billion 33 million. This is wrong. This is wrong. Okay, I've actually looked at this option. The option is quite wrong. I think maybe there's a typo somewhere. Okay, but this is closer to the answer. 7 billion 300 millions. All right, not 33 million, because this is 303. So 300, it's supposed to be 303. It's supposed to write a 303 here, but the option is wrong. Okay, for when you encounter this particular question for me, if you don't see the right, if you are very sure, if you encounter questions like this and you're very sure there's no answer, all right, just leave that particular, don't shade it. You don't need to shade it. All right, if you are very sure there's no answer, there's a typo somewhere, don't shade, just leave that place blank. Okay, all right, that's what I'll do. All right, because so many students will ask me, what do I do? Is there negative marking or whatever or something like that? But for me, if you know, you're very sure that there's no answer, don't shade, because even the examiner, the person marking the script, or they would know that you know what you're doing. You get my point? All right. Okay, so this is what 300 and what? 3 million. All right, so the next value now, we're to look at what's the next value we're to write down. So this is a 0, this is a 0, this is a 0 and a 0, right? So here we're left with a 4. So this is quite easy. So you have a 4 comma 0 0 0, which is just a 4,000. Okay, 4,000, then 902. Okay, so here you can see 4,902. Here is this option is closest to the answer. Okay, which is what? 7,303,004,902. Okay, so if you're to write this number in words, this is what it will be: 7,303,000. Okay, 303,004,902. Okay, so that's the answer. All right, and that slide that can also help out is this. Okay, it further buttress my point here, which says the 9 zeros is what? A billion. 6 zeros is what? Million. You can see if you're having 12 zeros is a what? Trillion. Okay, and if you have 15 zeros, we have a what? Quadrillion. All right, so all you need to do is break this down to know the number of zeros. Okay, you can see what I did. If you notice, I also broke this down in a pack of 3. Okay, just to get the value of the first number, and so on and so forth. I did for the rest. All right, okay, in order to know how to write the numbers in words. Question 2 of the BEC Junior WAEC 2019 mathematics past question. It says a man bought an item for 5,000 naira and sold it at a loss of what? 25%. How much did he sell it? Okay, bought an item. So this is our cost price. Cost price is equal to what? 5,000 naira. Okay, and loss as percentage loss is equal to what? 25%. We have to look for the selling price. So what we're looking for is what? Selling price. That's the unknown. Okay, and remember, when you're dealing with loss, definitely it is what? Your cost price minus what? Your selling price. Is that not it? Since the cost price is more than the what? Selling price. And to get your percentage loss, that's the loss is equal to your cost price minus what? Selling price. And to get our percentage loss is equal to our loss, which is what? Cost price minus selling price divided by what? Our cost price times what? 100. All right, that is what? CP, cost price, minus SP, selling price, over CP times what? 100. Okay, what's our cost price? That's 5,000. Remember, our percentage loss is what? 25. So let's put in all our values. Okay, here. So 25 here. All right. Okay, so that will be 5,000 minus SP, which is our unknown, that's the selling price, divided by 5,000 times 100. Okay, so from here, what do we do? All right, we have to multiply out, right? This 5,000, we have to cross multiply, multiply it by this. All right, that's take this up here. So in taking this up here, we have what? 5,000 times 25 equal to 100. We'll multiply everything here. So we have 100 bracket was 5,000 minus SP, that's our selling price. So this times this, what would this give us? 5,000 times 25. Punch in your calculator, you're going to have 125,000. Okay, calculators are allowed in your exams. All right, so here we have 100 times this, which will give us how much? I'll give us 500,000 minus 100 times SP. We have 100 what? SP. Okay, so from here, let's collect like terms. I would love to take this negative sign to this side. Okay, let's take minus 100 SP to this side and bring 125 to this other side. Taking minus 100 SP to this side, we have a positive 100 SP equal to, taking this is a positive 125,000. Taking it here, we're going to have a negative 125,000. So to be 500,000 minus 125,000. Okay, and 500,000 minus 125,000, that will give us what? 375,000. And here we have 100 SP. To get our selling price, we divide both sides by 100. Okay, these 2 zeros will cancel out these 2 zeros. This 100 will cancel out this 100, and we're left with our selling price SP as what? Naira 3,750 naira. Okay, so this is our answer, 3,750 naira. And what is our right option? Our right option is option C. Question 3 of the BEC Junior WAEC 2019 mathematics past question. It says, find the inequalities illustrated in the number line shown below. Okay, so what to find the inequalities illustrated by this number line shown below. And remember number line, I hope you remember number line. When you have a dark shade here, okay, it means it is what? Either it is less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to. Okay, All right. And when you just have, like, you have a line here, sorry, and you have just these, the dot is not shaded, it means it's either if it's going to face this way, definitely it is just greater than, okay, or if it's facing this way, all right, it is what? Less than. All right, so this is what it means. So coming here now, what does this inequality illustrate? Okay, on this number line, okay, so here we have, this is what, this is 3, this is, sorry, this is the line is on -3, so it means here, let me erase this, or let me just write this down here. So what this means here is what? X is what? Is the line is on -3, and definitely it is facing here, okay, and this also is on +3, and definitely it is facing here. That's why they both meet. Okay, so here it means X is what? Greater than or equal to what? -3. That's what the sign, this particular number line shows here. And here it means that what? X is what? X is less than or equal to what? 3. Okay, so we have to combine these two inequalities. We have X greater than or equal to -3, and we have X less than or equal to what? 3. Okay, so in combining this, first of all, you put X in the middle. All right, we have a -3 here, we have a 3 here. So first of all, let's look at this. Okay, so here we have X is what? Less than or equal to what? So it's easy to put this down. Just put this down. X is what? Less than or equal to 3. So for the left hand side now, it says X is what? Greater than or equal to -3. So all you need to do is change this sign to the other one. So it means X is what? Greater than or equal to what? -3, which this also says -3 is less than or equal to X. Okay, so this is what? X is what? Greater than -3, because this statement, that's what the statement that's what the statement means. X is what? Greater than or equal to what? -3. So this means X is greater than or equal to what? -3. So this is our answer. And where's our right option here? Our right option is option B. Question 4 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says, if X varies inversely as P, okay, and X is equal to 2 when P is equal to 4, find the formula connecting X and P. Okay, so if X, first of all, X what? Varies inversely as what? P. Okay, this is what the statement means. All right, so here, this is variation sign. Remember, in variation sign, we have to change to equal to sign, and in changing, we have to introduce a constant K. Okay, so you have, the constant can be any letter. It can be K, it can be A, it can be Z, but in maths, constant K is I think it's sweeter to call it K. Okay, and easier to remember. So introduce a constant K. So we have X is equal to what? K divided by P. All right, and we've been told that, and X is equal to 2 when P is equal to 4. We need to look for this constant. Then after we get the constant, then we'll find the formula connecting X and P. So to get our constant, substitute the value of X as 2 and the value of P as 4. Okay, follow me closely. Okay, so here our value of X is what? 2 equal to K. Our value of P is what? 4. So definitely K, you cross multiply this here. So K is equal to 2 times 4, which is what? 8. So K is 8. All you need now to do is put K is equal to 8 into this what? Formula, which connects what? X and P. So here we have X is equal to, our K is 8, and then divided by P. So this is the formula that connects what? X and P. Okay, and our right option here is option C. Question 5 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says factorize the expression this. Okay, now when you have this and they say factorize, all you need to do is just apply the difference of two squares. Okay, the method. Okay, so here we have 1 minus 16x squared. All right, So the difference of two square, I hope you remember this. Always put this at heart. When you have x square minus y square, this is equal to x plus y bracket x minus y. This is what the difference of what two squares. Or it can still be x squared minus y squared can still be what? X minus y bracket x plus y. It can be any of this, okay? Any of this is what correct. But just know that in one bracket, there will be a positive sign, and in the other bracket, it will be a what? Negative what sign, okay? All right? So the two numbers will add up in one bracket, and the other two values also we would subtract in the other bracket. Okay, can you see this? Okay, this is the difference of what two squares. All right, make sure you have this at heart. Okay, it's going to help you on questions. You actually get this square. I think for the past how many years I've been solving past questions, a question like this always come out. Okay, you always see this particular question in your exam, so try to know the formula for the difference of two square. Make sure you have it at heart. Okay, so here we have this is likened to x, this one here is x, and this 16x squared is what? Y. Okay, so let's try to simplify it so it becomes represented as this. So from here we have 1 square, okay, minus 16. You can have 16 can be converted to a square, which would be what? 4 raised to the power 2, which is the same as 16. 4 times 4 is what? 16. So we have 4 raised to the power 2, x raised to the power 2. Okay, so here we have 1 raised to the power 2 minus, so this will be 4x all raised to the power what? 2. If you multiply this, 4x times 4x is going to give you what? 16x squared. Okay, so this is our x and this is what? Our y. So from here we have to now apply what? The difference of two squares. Okay, so apply this. So this is x, this is y. So here we have 1 plus what? 4x. Okay, from here x is equal to 1 and y is equal to what? 4x. Okay, so we close the bracket, open the bracket, and the next one is what? 1 minus what? 4x. Okay, so this is our answer. All right, and what is our right option? This is wrong. This is is this correct? Is this correct? No, it is not correct. This, because this says 4x minus 1, which is making this x and making this y, but from our equation here we have what? This is what? X, and this is what? Y. Okay, so this says 1 minus 4x, 1 minus 4x. No, as I told you, in your difference of two squares, one of the bracket, the sign must be what? A positive. Okay, now this is our answer. Our answer says 1 plus 4x and 1 minus what? 4x. So this is our answer. Our right option is what? Option D. Question 6 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says the shaded part of the circle below is called, that's this part, shaded part, is called a chord. No, it's not a chord. Okay, what is a chord? A chord is a straight line that touches two points, okay, on the circumference of the circle. Okay, and B says radius. No, a radius is a point. Let me use this particular picture to help us out here. Okay, now let's look at parts of the circle here. Okay, so it says a radius. As I said, this is a chord that touches what? Each line. Okay, that touches two parts of a circle. It's a straight line that touches two parts of a circle. Okay, it says a radius. No, a radius is a line that goes from the center of the circle, okay, to any point what? On the circumference. Okay, from the center of the circle to any point on the circumference. So that's why you see your radius, if your radius is 2 here, your radius definitely here will be 2. Anywhere on this, as far as from the center of the circle, anywhere it touches on the circumference, the radius will be what? The same. Okay, it says a segment. Yes, it is correct, a segment. Okay, a segment, this is a segment, that is it is in between a chord, which is this line, okay, that touches a straight line that touches two parts of the circumference, that's a circle, okay, and also this particular place is an arc. Okay, an arc is just any point, or all right, on the circumference of the circle. You can see this is an arc. Okay, any point on the circumference on the circle, okay, is an arc. Okay, so where this whole circle is what the circumference, this whole line is the circumference, and an arc is just any point on that particular circumference. All right, so a segment is the section between a chord and an arc. Okay, this is the segment. Now let me just explain further so you just get it. A sector, this is not a sector, so this is a sector. Okay, a sector is this area, okay, enclosed by an arc and two radii. Okay, this is a radius, so this is a sector. Okay, enclosed by what? An arc and two radii. All right, okay. Which other thing again that you should know? A diameter is a type of chord that crosses what? The center of the circle. Okay, that's the diameter. Then your tangent is just a line that touches one point on what? The circle, and it is always perpendicular to the what? Radius. Okay, it is always at an angle 90 to the radius of the circle. This is a what? Tangent. Okay, so these are major parts of the circle which questions can actually come out from. All right, so if you're asked what is this part, this part is what? A sector. Okay, do you get my point? This part is a sector because we have an arc, all right, and two what? Radii. So this part is what? A sector. All right, where this line here, remember, is a chord, and this line on the circumference of the circle is what? An arc. All right, so our right option here for this shaded part what? Is a segment, which is option C. Question 7 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says, what is the probability that a number selected at random from integers 3 to 30 inclusive, okay, inclusive, mind this word, is a multiple of 3? Now this inclusive means you are to include 3 and 30, okay, in the what? Integers. Okay, we are to include 3 and 30 in what? The integers. All right, so we are to find the probability that a number selected at random from integers 3 to 30 inclusive, including 3 and 30, is a multiple of 3. Okay, so we have to write down the numbers. And remember, what is probability? Probability is equal to what? That's our required outcome over our possible outcome. Our required outcome is the probability that a number selected at random is a multiple of 3. Okay, that's the multiples of 3 is the required outcome, while our possible outcome is the total numbers of what? Integers. Okay, so let's write down these integers. So we have from 3, and which it says inclusive, so we're going to add 3. We have 3, we have 4. We have to write down our numbers to what? 30. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and what? 30. Okay, so 3 and 30 inclusive. So it says, what's the probability that a number selected at random from the integers 3 to 30 inclusive is a multiple of what? 3. So let's find multiples of 3 here, where number 1 is what? 3. Okay, another multiple of 3 is what? 3 plus 3 is what? 6. Okay, our next multiple is what? 9. Okay, when they say multiple of 3, it means anything that you can divide by 3. Okay, 3 divided by 3 is what? 1. 6 divided by 3 is what? 2. okay, and 9 divided by 3 is what? 3, and so on. So multiple of 3 is anything that you can divide by what? 3, okay, and without a remainder. All right, so 4, if you divide 4 by 3, you have a remainder. So we have 9 here. The next will be what? At 12. All you need to do is just look at your 2 times table. All right, sorry, not 2 times table, your 3 times table. That's 3 times, 3 times 1, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6. So multiple of 3, your 3 times table, that's all you need to look at, okay? And let me just 3 times 3 is 9, just to help your understanding. 3 times 4 is what? 12. 3 times 5 is what? 15. 3 times 6 is what? 18. 3 times 9. What's 3 times 9? Sorry, what's 3 times 7? This should be 7. 3 times 7 is what? 21. 3 times 8 is equal to what? 24. 3 times 9 is equal to what? 27. And 3 times 10 is equal to what? 30. Okay, so we're going to stop at 30. So these are the multiples of 3. So let us mark them here. So we have 12. The next will be what? 15. The next will be what? 18, right? The next will be what? 21. The next will be what? 24. And the next will be what? 27. And the next will be what? 30. Okay, so these are the the numbers that are what? Multiples of what? 3. These are the required outcomes. So let's count them out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So our required outcome is what? 10. So equal to what? 10. And what is the possible outcome? That's the total number, total integers. What is the total integer here? Let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, so divided by what? 28. So from here, what can cancel out? 2 can go in 10 how many times? 5 times. 2 can go in 28 how many times? 14 times. Can any other thing go? No. Okay, and this is what a proper fraction, all right? It's not improper. So our answer is what? 5 over 14. Okay, so this is our answer. And where's our right option here? Our right option is option C. Question 8 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says the probability that a student selected in a class will pass mathematics test is what? 3 over 5. Probability of success or pass. Probability of pass is equal to what? 3 over 5. How many students are likely to fail mathematics in the class? In the class which was 65 students. How many students are likely to fail? So what are we going to do? First of all, we have to find the probability of failure. And remember, in probability of failure, how do we get probability of failure? Okay, do you remember? It is just simply 1 minus what? The probability of success, which is the pass. Okay, that's 1 minus 3 over 5 divided by 1. Okay, so here 5, this is fraction, we're trying to subtract 3 over 5 from 1. So 5 in 1 is how many times? 5 times 1, we have what? A 5. Minus 5 in 5 is what? 1. 1 times 3 is what? 3. So what is 5 minus 3? That will give us what? 2 over 5. So to know how many students are likely to fail mathematics in the class of 65 students, all we need to do is say 2 over 5 times what? 65. Okay, so here 5 here 1, 5 will go how many times here? In 6, 1, remainder 1, and 5 in 15 will go how many times? 3 times. Okay, so we have, and 2 times 13. What is 2 times 13? 2 times 13 will give us what? 26. So we have 26 for students. So this is our right answer, 26 for students. And our right option here is option A. Question 9 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says an article is reduced by 12%. Okay, find the sale price of an article if the normal price is 20,000 naira. Okay, it says an article is reduced by 12%. Okay, So reduction by 12%. Find the sale price of an article if the normal price is 20,000 naira. So let us find 12% of what 20,000 naira to know the amount by which it is being reduced. Okay, so we have 12 over 100 times what? 20,000. This 20 will cancel out this 20. We're left with what? 12 times 200, and that will give us what? 2,400 naira. So this is 12% of what? Of 20,000. Okay, so the question says find the sale price of an article. Okay, if this is a normal price, so what is the sale price? Definitely the sale price, will just remove what 12% from the total, the normal price. So that will be what? 20,000 minus 2,000 what? 400. Okay, so we have 0 0, and we're going to carry a 1 here and carry another 1 here, and what? 10 minus 4, that's 6, and here we're left with 9. 9 minus 2, we have a 7, and we have a remainder of 1 here, and we drop a 1. So our answer is what? 17,600 what? Naira. So that's the sale price of the article after the article is being reduced by what? 12% of the normal price. So where's our right option here? Our right option is option B. Question 10 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says, what is the sum of this, this, and this in base 2? This is binary. Okay, we have to add these 3 binary numbers. Okay, let's do this together. Let's arrange them. We have 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay, here we have 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Are you seeing the way I'm arranging this? And here we'll start from the last number here. We have 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay, you can do it this way, or better still, so you are not confused. Okay, we can start with the bigger one. All right, so we have 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, and here we have 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, and this we have 1, 0, 1, 1. Okay, they're just, with this question, they're trying to confuse you. Okay, you know, they're trying to trick your mind, so you make a mistake in arranging your values. Okay, because if you make a mistake here, all right, in arranging this particular numbers in base 2 to add, you would fail the answer. Okay, so we're adding all this in base 2. All right, I hope you remember your binary addition. All right, so here we have 1 plus 1 plus 1. What is 1 plus 1 plus 1? That will give us a 3. All right, we're adding in base 2. 3 is greater than 2, right? So we do a 3 divided by 2. What would that give us? That will give us a 1, remainder 1. Is that not it? So we'll drop our remainder and carry our quotient. Okay, we drop our remainder and carry our quotient. This particular one, it goes 2 in 3, goes how many times? 1 times our what? Quotient. We have 1 here, so that will be 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, which is 1, and 1 isn't greater than 2, so we can drop our 1. Okay, the next one we have 1 plus 1 plus 1, okay, which is 3, so we have another 3 divided by 2, which is equal to what? 2 in 3 will give us 1 times remainder 1, so we'll drop our remainder and we'll carry our what? Quotient. So here we have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which will give us a 4. So we have 4 divided by 2. And what is 4 divided by 2? How many times will 2 go in 4? We have what? 2 times. Would there be a remainder? No. So our remainder is what? 0. So we drop our remainder as 0 and carry 2. Okay, so we have 2 plus 0, which is 2, and plus 1 is 3. So we have a 3 divided by, we're going to divide by 2 again. So here 2 in 3 will give us how many times? 1 times remainder what? A 1. So we'll drop our 1 and carry another 1. All right, so we have 1 plus 1, which will give us a 2. So we have 2 divide by your 2. That's, you know, we're adding in base 2. That's why we're dividing all by 2. So 2 divided by 2 will give us what? A 1. And do we have a remainder? No. So we have a remainder of what? 0. So we'll drop our 0 and carry another 1. Okay, and this one, this will be a 1 plus is an invisible 0 here, so we'll drop our 1. So this is our answer. Answer is 1010111. So where is our right option here? This is our right option, which is what? Option C. Okay, so this is our right answer. Question 11 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says the product of the square root 81 and the square of 2 is, okay, this question is quite easy, but you could actually fail it if you don't understand what a square root is and what a square is. Okay, the product of the square root is this square root of 81 and the square of 2. That is what? 2 square. Okay, and the square of 2 is what? That's what we're trying to do. So the product means what? Multiplication. You can see there are 3 terms here. You need to know the what it means. The product, multiplication of the square root. This is square root and the square of 2. So this is what? The square of 2. So we're to multiply this, the product of this and this. And what is the square root of 81, which will give us a 9, times what is the square of 2? That's 2 times what? 2. 2 times 2. Or multiplying 2 times, that will give us what? A 4. And what is 9 times 4? That will give us what? 36. Okay, our answer is what? 36, and our right option here is option D. Question 12 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says simplify this. Okay, so here we just open up the bracket and all. Let's do this together. So we have 5x plus bracket 2x minus y bracket close minus 4y. There's a bracket here. Maybe there's a typo here, but I'm sure there should be another bracket somewhere here. All right, so okay, so let's simplify this. All we need to do is we can easily open up this bracket because this is a positive sign here. So a positive multiplying any other sign here, all the signs will still remain the same. So you can easily open it up. This negative sign isn't going to affect anything here. It's a sign in front of the bracket that would affect what is in here. So we have 5x plus what? 2x minus y, then minus 4y. So from here, what is we have to collect like terms is already arranged. So this is a like term, okay, 5x and plus 2, and this is another one, which is what? Minus y minus 4y. So what is 5x plus 2x? We have what? 7 what? X. And what is minus y minus 4y? We're going to add and drop a negative sign. Okay, so that will be a minus what? Y plus 4. Y has a coefficient of what? 1. So that is 1 plus 4. So we have what? A 5y. So our answer here is what? Minus 5 what? Y. And this is our answer, 7x minus 5y. And what is our right option here? Our right option is option C. Question 13 of our BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says reduce this to its simplest form. Okay, reduce 5x, there should be a division sign here. 5x minus 10 divided by x minus 2. We have 5x minus 10 divided by x minus 2. What to reduce this particular algebraic expression to its simplest form. So it means we have to we can look for how to cancel out x minus 2 here, which is easy. We can bring out 5. Okay, we can factorize this, okay, by bringing out 5. All right, so when we bring out 5, we're left with what? X. 10 divided by 5 will give us what? A 2. So we're left with x minus what? 2 over x minus 2. You can see that if you open up this bracket, you're going to get 5x minus 10, because 5 times x is what? 5x, and 5 times minus 2 is what? Minus 10. So we factorized what is common to x and 10 out, which is what? 2. Okay, we brought out the common factor. Okay, just like doing your LCM. Okay, the common factor between 5x and 10 is what? 5. Okay, so all we need to do here now is we can cancel out this x minus 2, since what is binding 5 and this is multiplication. So which is what? 5 times what? X minus 2 over x minus 2. All these are together, they are together. So definitely we can cancel this out. And what are we left with? we're left with what? 5. So 5 is our answer, and our right option is option B. Question 14 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says the sum of angles in a pentagon is, okay, the sum of angles in a pentagon, that's the sum of interior angles, okay? Alright, so when it says sum of angles in a pentagon, that is what? Interior angles. And what's the formula for finding the sum of angles in a polygon? Okay, you know a pentagon is a polygon. Alright, when it says pentagon, it means what? 5 sides. Penta, it means what? 5 sides. That's the polygon has what? 5 sides. Okay, so from here, the formula for finding the sum of interior angles of a polygon, of any polygon, okay, is equal to what? N minus 2 bracket what? 180. Okay, so here we're looking for the sum of angles in a what? Pentagon. So definitely we know N is equal to, and where N is the number of sides of the polygon, and this polygon, which is the pentagon, has what? 5 sides. So all we need to do is just put 5 here. 5 minus 2 bracket 180. And what is 5 minus 2? That will give us what? 3 times 180. And what is 3 times 180? Punch in your calculator, you're going to get a what? 540. Okay, what do you want us to do this together? Times 3. We have 3 times this is 0. 3 times 8, we are going to have a 24. Carry 2. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2, we have a 5. Okay, so well, that's how we got 540 what? Degree. So our right option here is option C. Question 15 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says the bearing of a point X from a point Y is 250 degree. What is the bearing of a point Y from a point X? Okay, this is bearing, and this system is a 3-digit bearing. Okay, and you know the 3-digit bearing, where you have, let's say, this point, a cardinal point, it starts from our true north and goes clockwise. Okay, you start from the north, all right, and you take your angle clockwise. It goes clockwise when you're using the 3-digit bearing. All right, so from our north, and we go clockwise. Now it says the bearing of a point X from a point Y. So let's say X is somewhere here, so Y is somewhere here. So the bearing of X from Y, so Y has this cardinal point, okay, is 250 degree. So we're going to start from our true north and go clockwise. We complete here, this is 90. You know, each of this angle is what? 90. Is that not it? And when you add them up, 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90, you're going to have what? 360. Okay, well, let me write this here. From here to here is 90. If you add another 90, you have all this these two parts is what? 180. If you add another 90, sorry, this is 90, add another 90 here, we have what? 270. Add another 90 here, we have what? 270. Okay, that's 90 plus what? 180. This is 270, and if you add another 90 here, this will be what? 360. Okay, add this 90, we're going to have what? 360. So this 250 would definitely fall in somewhere here. Okay, let's do this together. So bearing of X from Y is what? 250. So from here to here is 90. Add another 90, we have 180. It's still not up to 250. And let's take it a bit here. This is 250, and if you complete this, so this will be 270, which is greater than 250. So let's say 250 will fall somewhere here. Okay, is this. Let's draw X cardinal point too. So it's going to stop on X and the north, between the northeast. Okay, so we have it here. So we have 180, and to get this particular angle here, all right, to get this angle here, what do? We have to say 250 minus what? 180. Since from here to here is what? 180. To get from here to here would just definitely be what? 250 minus 180. So we have 250 minus 180. I hope you remember your bearing. All right. If you don't remember, I'm going to be treating that on in the new channel, which I'm going to have introduced you earlier in the video from the beginning. So you can try to subscribe to that channel to get videos, explanatory videos on bearing and other topics. Okay, so this is 0. 5, can we subtract? No, we add a 1, carry a 1. 15 minus 8. What would that give us? 15 minus 8 will give us what? 7. So it means from here to here is what? 70 what degree? Okay, 0, 70 degree. This is the angle from here to here. All right, so why we got this angle is to be able to answer our question, which says what is the bearing of a point y from a point x. So now the question asks us now, what is the bearing of y from x now? Okay, where the bearing of x from y, all this angle together is what? 250. Okay, with this one here being what? 70, and here being what? 180. So all together is what? 250. So our question says, what is the bearing of a point y from a point x? So now the bearing of y from x is what? Is this angle. Okay, this angle here. Okay, where this is our knot. As I said, we start for the 3-digit bearing, we start our count from what? The true knots, clockwise. So the bearing of y from x is this particular angle. And remember, in plane angles, this is what? Alternate what? Angles. Is that not it? Alternate angles are what? Equal. So if this is 70, this alternate angle is what? 70. Is that not it? So the bearing of y from x is what? 70 degree. All right, so our answer is what? 70 what degree, and our right option here is option A. Question 16 of the BECE WAEC 2019 mathematics past question. It says find the mean of the following sets of numbers. Okay, I hope you remember the formula for mean. So we're going to add up all these numbers and divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and divide by 6. Okay, this is statistics. So we have 15 plus 13 plus 11 plus 9 plus 7 plus 5 divided by 6. This should give us the mean. If you add all this up, we're going to have what? 60. Okay, all right, so 60 divided by 6. Or do you want us to do this together? Okay, I have to do this together. This is a junior class, so I'm not fast for sum. Okay, if it was a senior class, I think I just need to go forward here. All right, but if you add this, 15 plus 13 will give us what? 28. 28 plus 11 will give us what? That's be a 9, and 3, 39 plus another. If you add all this up, we have a 55 plus 7 is a 12, and 12 plus 19 will give us what? A 21. So add this up, we have a 9 plus 1, we have a 0, which is 10. And bring this 1 plus 3 is 4, and 4 plus 2 is what? 6, which is 60. So 60 divided by 6, how many times will 6 go in 60? Definitely to go 10 times. Okay, so our mean here is what? 10, and our right option is option D. Question 17 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 mathematics past question. It says calculate the compound interest on 5,000 naira for 2 years at 10% per annum. Okay, we have to calculate compound interest. Now this is for 2 years, so it means we're going to find the interest twice. Okay, and find the interest on the first year, then add the interest to the principal of the first year, use that as your new principal, then find the interest on that particular new principal. All right, then definitely after we do that, then we'll get the compound interest. Okay, let's do this together. So for our first year, that's year 1, we're not going to use 2 years. All right, the normal procedure, if we're to find simple interest. Okay, it's just to say I is equal to PRT over 100, where we're going to use 2. Okay, 2. But for this compound interest, we're going to use, for the first year, we're going to use 1 as the first year. Okay, so our interest for the first year, we have our interest is equal to PRT over 100. That is what our first principal, which is what 5,000 naira, times our rate will still, because that's the rate. Okay, 10 times 1 divided by 100. Okay, this 0 cancel out this 0, this 0 cancel out this 0. So our first what interest is what 500. Okay, 500 naira. So we're going to add this first interest to our principal, the first principal, and make that the principal of the second year. So new principal, second year, just let me write second year principal is equal to 500 times 5,000 times what 500, which will give us what 5,500 naira. Okay, you know, compound interest is, you know, like compounding, you're adding interest. All right, this is interest for the first year. You have to roll that interest into the next year if the client decides to still keep the money in the bank, or keep whatever the person is keeping the money. Okay, this is commercial maths. All right, so we have second year principal this. So what is our second year interest? Second year interest, this first year interest. All right, so our second year interest is what? I is equal to our new principal 5,500 times our rate, which is still the same, 10 times 1, okay, which is the second year, 1. All right, so divided by 100. Okay, so this 0 will cancel out this 0, this 0 will cancel out what, this 0, and we're left with what, 550. So this is our second year interest. Okay, so it's simple now from here, because it said calculate the compound interest on this for 2 years. So definitely we'll find the interest twice. All right, where the second year interest, you have to use a new principal by adding the interest of the first year to the principal of the first year. Okay, so it's easy here. There are 2 ways to do this. For me, I would just say simply the compound interest will simply be the addition of the interest of the first year and what the interest of what the second year, which is what 500 plus what 550, and 500 plus 550 is what 1,050 naira. Okay, so this is the answer. All right, or you can go this way, but here we'll now get the amount. The other way is to get the amount. Okay, amount of the second year. All right, where amount is what? Amount is the interest plus what? The principal of this year. Okay, so we have interest of this year. That's the amount of second year. Is the interest of this year plus principal of this year. That's the second year, I mean. Okay, where the interest of the second year is what 550 plus what's the principal of the second year is what 5,500. If you add this, you're going to have what 6,050 naira. Okay, so when we have the amount of the second year, all we need to now do to get our compound interest, will be equal to what our amount of the second year, that's the last year. You know, if it was 3 years, if this question says find the compound interest of 3 years, it means we still have to find the interest of the third year. And to get the interest of the third year, you have to also look for the third year principal. Do the same step, okay? But just remember, as it increases, if it is 4 years, you're going to look for 4 interest. Okay, you have to do this IPRT 4 times, and in each of the year you always have to add the interest to the previous principal. Okay, so we have our compound interest equal to amount. Okay, amount minus what our initial principal, that's the first principal. Okay, our compound interest is the last amount minus our initial principal. Okay, so what is our last amount for the second year was 6,050 naira minus what is our initial principal is what 5,000 naira. Okay, when we subtract this, what are we going to have? We're going to have 0,501. Okay, so we have 1,050 naira, which is the same as this. Okay, all right, so this is our answer. You know, for theory's sake, if you have this kind of question in a theory, you have to follow this way. Okay, all right, this is my own shortcut. If it's an OBJ, all you need to do is when you get the interest, all right, don't forget this step. Don't forget this step of adding 500 back to 5,000. Okay, please don't forget this step, because if you miss this step, you're going to get the option. The option will be whatever you get, the option will be here. Okay, so don't forget this step of adding 500. This is a plus, not multiplication, please. Don't forget of adding this step of adding 500 to your initial principal and using this as your new principal to get the second year interest. Okay, so you can just easily add up the interest, or you do it this way. All right, so here this is our answer, and our right option is what option A, which is what 1,050 naira. Question 18 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says use the number line to illustrate -2 plus -6. So what is -2 plus bracket -6? That is this when this plus sign multiplies this negative sign, you have the word -2 minus what 6, and -2 minus 6 is what -8. So it means that the final line touch point must touch down at what -8. Okay, that's the final touch point of this last line must touch down at -8. So in the option, let's look for that. This touches down at -9. It's not correct. This touches down at -6, not correct. This touches down at -6, not correct. This touches down at what -8. Okay, this is -7. This is what -8. While this is -10, -9. So it touches down at -8. So this is the correct answer. But let's still check out where the other lines fall. So you can see here we have what a -2, and to get your -8, we have to count 6 times. Okay, that's our -6 will move in the negative direction 6 times. Okay, so we have here we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a -2 plus what a -6. Okay, and we have equal to what -8. So our right option here is option D. Question 19 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says if x is a missing number, there's a typo here. If x is a missing number, okay, find the value in 5 whole number 1/3 ratio x equal to 20/60. Let's convert this mixed fraction to improper fraction, and in converting this we have what 3 times 5, which will give us 15, and plus 1 is 16. So we have 16/3 ratio x is equal to 20/60. Okay, so this is 16/3 divided by x, which is equal to what 20. Remember, ratio, when you have ratios, what divide by, you divide this will be your denominator, this will be your numerator. Okay, this is the denominator, this is the what numerator. So divided by what 60, where this is the same as when you have 16/3 divided by what x. You have to invert, right? You convert this division sign to a multiplication sign. We have what 16/3 times what 1/x, which will give us what 16/3x. Okay, all right. But if you're quite, I did this for people who won't understand. When I just say 16/3x, just multiply 3 by 16. Okay, I did this to let you know how we are going to come about answer next step here, which is what 16/3x. Okay, just multiply 3 by x, all right, equal to what 20/60. We are looking for what x. Okay, so in looking for x, we have, let us cross multiply. Okay, in cross multiplying, we have here 16 times 60 equal to what? 20 times 3x. So from here, we can just easily say, okay, what is 20 times 3x? We have 16 times 60 equal to 20 times 3x will give us what? That will give us 60x. Is that not it? It's going to give us 60x. So let us divide both sides by what? 60, so we can get our x alone. Okay, divided by what? 60. So we have our x is equal to what? 16 times 60 divided by what? 60. Okay, where is to cancel out this? Okay, sorry, let us just cancel out here, right? Okay, let's cancel out here. So we have, all right, so 60 cancel out 60, and this 60 will also cancel out what? 60. So we're left with what? 16 is equal to what? X, where x is equal to 16. So this is our answer. X is equal to 16, and our right option here is option B. Question 20 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says solve the inequality this. So we're to solve 4 bracket 2 minus x less than 3 bracket 3 minus 2x, close the bracket. Okay, so let's open up the brackets. Here we have 4 times 2 will give us what? 8, and 4 times minus x will give us what? Minus 4x less than, open up the bracket here, we have 3 times 3 will give us what? A 9, and 3 times minus 2x we have what? Minus what? 6x. Let us take like terms. Okay, so we're taking this minus 6x to this side. When people get confused when you're taking a minus 6x to this side, the sign doesn't change. Okay, the only time an inequality sign changes is when you divide by a negative value. Okay, when you divide by, not when you take a number to the other, a negative sign to the other. When you divide by a negative value, that's the only time your sign changes to the opposite one. Okay, so let us rearrange this. So we have minus 4x here. So taking minus 6x to this side is going to give us a positive 6x. So we have minus 4x plus 6x less than, taking 8, which is a positive to this side, we're going to have a negative 8. So we have 9 left here, 9 minus 8. Okay, so from here, minus 4x plus 6x, what would that give us? That will give us a positive 2x less than, what is 9 minus 8? 9 minus 8 is what? 1. To get x, we have to divide both sides by 2. Okay, so this is where I was saying it's only when you have if you're dividing by a negative sign that your sign changes. If this was a minus 2, if we're dividing by a minus 2, then our sign would change to the other side. But this is not the case here. We're not dividing by a minus 2. Okay, we're just dividing by 2. So here 2 will cancel out 2, so we're left with what? X is what? Less than 1 over 2. So this is our answer. And what is our right option? Our right option is option B. X is what? Less than half. That's 1 over 2. Option B. Question 21 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says solve the equation this. Okay, so we have 3 bracket y plus 2, close the bracket, divided by 2 minus 2 bracket 2y minus 3, close the bracket, divided by 3 equal to what? 0. Alright, so we have to solve this. So what do we do first? Let's try to clear out our denominator. Okay, so from here, first of all, let's open up the brackets in the numerator. Okay, so in opening up this bracket, 3 times everything here and 2 times everything here. So 3 times this will give us what? 3y plus what? 6. Is that not it? Divided by 2 minus 2 times this, that will be 4y minus what? 2 times 3 will give us what is 6. 4y divided by what? 3. Okay, now let's try to clear out our denominator. That's this 2 and 3. What's the LCM? Okay, this is algebraic fractions. What's the LCM of 2 and 3? It's a 6. That's 2 times 3, 6. How many times should 2 go in 6? To go how many times? To go 3 times. So we're going to multiply everything here by 3. So we have 3 brackets, what? 3y plus 6, close the brackets, minus How many times will 3 go in 6? It will go 2 times, so it will be 2 times 4y minus 6. So we have 2 bracket 4y minus 6, close the bracket, equal to what? 0. So to cancel out this 6, we'll multiply both sides by 6 or just cross multiply. Okay, cross multiply this to, that's 6 times 0, which will still give us a 0. So we're left with here 3 bracket 3y plus 6, close the bracket, minus 2 bracket 4y minus 6, okay, equal to 0. Since this times this 6 times 0 will be what? 0. We've cancelled out our denominator. So let's try to open up this bracket and solve for y. Okay, so 3 times 3y will give us what? A 9y plus 3 times 6 is what? 18 minus that's minus 2 times 4y will give us what? A minus 8y. Then here a minus 2 times minus 6 will give us what? A positive or 12, equal to what? 0. Now let's take integers to this other side and leave the coefficient of y on this side. So here we are left with a 9y and a minus what? 8y, equal to taking 18 to this side, a positive 18, we have a negative what? 18. Taking a positive 12 to this side, we have what? A negative what? 12. So from here, 9y minus 8y will give us what? Y, equal to, what is minus 18 minus 12? We're going to add 18 to 12, which will give us what? It will give us 30, and we're going to keep the sign, the negative sign. So we have what? Minus 30. So minus 18 minus 12 is what? Minus 30. So y is equal to minus 30. This is our answer, and our right option here is option A. Question 22 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says, find the scale factor of the similar figure. Okay, the similar figure. Here you can see we have a bigger triangle, which is a triangle QPT, and we have a smaller triangle, which is what? Triangle RST. Okay, RST. All right. Okay, so we're to look for the scale factor. Let's draw this triangle and we would know the, so triangle QPT, which is this, the bigger triangle, okay, is what? 3 plus 3, which will give us what? 6, and from here to here is what? 4. From here to here is what? 6. Okay, and our small triangle, which is for RST, okay, is what? From here to here is 3, and from here to here is 2, from here to here is what? 3. So you can see this is a similar figure. Now to find the scale factor, okay, that's the scale to which this other one, the other similar one, is drawn to. Okay, it's quite easy to get this, and you will notice from here that this smaller factor is half of the bigger one. Okay, you can see this is 3, this is 6, this is double of this. That's 2 times 3 times 2 will give us what? This length. Here 2 times another 2 will give us the bigger length, and also here 3 times 2 will give us the bigger length. Okay, so the scale factor for this particular similar figure is what? 2. Okay, so our right option here is option D. Question 23 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says, calculate the difference between the range and the median of the following set of data. Okay, calculate the range and the median. All right, so what is a range? Remember, in statistics, range is what? The highest value here, the highest value in your sample space minus the lowest value. That's your range. Okay, minus the lowest value. And what is the highest value here? The highest value here is what? 12. Okay, this is and. Okay, this is not a figure, this is and 12. The highest value here is what? 12, and the lowest value is what? 3. So it is 12 minus 3. What is 12 minus 3? That will give us what? A 9. Now the next one, because the question says calculate the difference between the range. So we have to get the range, keep it, then we have to find the median, keep it, then we have to now subtract. All right, to know the difference between the range and the median. That is our answer to this particular question. Okay. All right, so the median, what's the median? The median is the middle number, the data that falls in the middle. So to get the median, we have to rearrange these numbers in the ascending order. Okay, so to get our median, rearranging this number in ascending order, we start from 3. Our next number will be what? 5. We have another 5 here. Okay, 5. Then the next number is what? 7 in ascending order. Okay, the next number is what? 8. And also the next number after 8 in this set of data is what? 11. And the final one is what? 12. So what is the middle number here? Now this median, this set of data is odd, so we'll just pick one middle number. If the set of data was even, you remember that we'll pick the 2 middle number and divide by 2. That will be our median. But for this set of data, it's is odd, so definitely the middle number here is what? 7. Okay, this is the middle number. This we have 3 here, we have 3 here. This is the middle number, which is what? 7. So our median is what? 7. So we have to find the difference between our range and median. Our range is what? 9 minus 7. This is 9. 9 minus 7, which will give us what? 2. So the answer to this is what? 2. And our right option is option A. Question 24 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says the following data are recorded by a student in the laboratory. This is the following data. Find the mode. What is your mode? Your mode is what? The highest occurring what? Data. Okay, the highest occurring data. That's your mode. Okay, the highest occurring data. That is your mode. So from here, what's the highest occurring data or value? So here, 6 appears how many times? 1, 2, just 2 times. I can see 8 appears how many times? 1, 2, 3. Okay, and 5, how many times does 5 reoccurs? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so our mode here is what? Equal to what? 5, because it reoccurs how many times? 4 times. Okay, this is the highest reoccurring what? Data value. All right, so our right option here is option D. Question 25 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says find the sum of this, and this. Sum. When you see find the sum, okay, it means we should add this particular fractions. When you see product means what? You should what? Multiply. Okay, so find the sum. We're going to add these fractions. All right, so we have here 1 over 4 plus 1 over 2 plus 3 over 8. What's the LCM of all these 3 numbers? It's quite easy. The LCM will be what? 8. Okay, all right, so 4 in 8 will go how many times? That will go 2 times. 2 times 1 will give us what? A 2. Okay, plus 2 in 8 will go how many times? 4 times, and 4 times 1 will give us what? A 4. Plus 8 in 8 will go how many times? 1 times, and 1 times 3 will be what? A 3. So from here, what do we have? We have a 2 plus 4, which is a 6, and plus 3, which will give us what? 9. So we have 9 over 8. Okay, so this is an improper fraction. We have to convert it to what? A mixed word fraction. In converting to a mixed fraction, how many times 8 go in 9? It's going to go how many times? 1 times remainder 1 over 8. So this is our answer, 1 over 8. And our right option here is option D. Okay, this is 1 over 8. Not too clear, but this is 1 over 8. Option D. Question 26 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says find the smallest number by which 350 must be multiplied to give a perfect square number. Okay, find the smallest number by which 350 must be multiplied to give a perfect square number. So it means one of this option. Okay, when you multiply it by 350, okay, let's say one of this option, when you multiply by 350, okay, let's say the answer here, okay, going forward, all you need is your calculator. Okay, if you say 2 times 350, 2 times 350 is equal to what? 700. Is 700 a perfect square? What's the meaning of a perfect square? The meaning of the perfect square is when you square root this, you're going to have a whole number without a remainder. Okay, that's the meaning of a perfect square. Just like the square of 49. What's the square of 49? It is what? 7. The square of 9 is equal to what? 3. The square of 81 is equal to what? 9. The square of 100 is equal to what? 10. So all these 100, 81, 9, 49, they are perfect squares. Okay, so it says find the smallest number by which 350 must be multiplied to, okay, to give a perfect square. If you use 2, it will give us 700. It's not a perfect square. If you use 5, it will not give us a perfect square. If you use 7, you're going to use your calculator. This is quite easy. It's just for you to use your calculator to try out all the options, okay? But if you use 14 times 350 will give us what? Equal to what? 4,900. And the square root of 4,900 is what? 70. So 4,900 what is a perfect what? Square. So the smallest number in this option by which you would multiply by 350 to give a perfect square is what? 14. Alright, don't let this smallest number confuse you by thinking it must be 2 or it must be 5, it must be 7. It says the smallest by which 350 must be multiplied. Okay, so 14 is still small. All you need to do is you have to get that particular number which when you multiply it gives you a perfect square. Alright, so our answer here is option D. Question 27 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says find the highest common factor, that's the HCF, of 90 and 300 using index notation. Okay, we're looking for the highest the HCF of 90 and what? 300. Okay, we have 90, we have what? 300. Okay, let's start with the smallest number, 2. Let's start with 2. 2 in 90 will go how many times? 45 times. 2 in 300 will go how many times? 150 times. What else can go in 45 and also go in 150? Okay, in LCM you can do whatever you put here, the factor you put here can go in this first one and not go in this. But for HCF, whatever factor you're using must go in 45 and also go in 150. Okay, so the next number we can the next smallest factor we can use here is 3. So 3 in 45 will go how many times? 15 times. 3 in 150 will go how many times? 50 times. That is 3 in 15 is what? 5. Then drop our 0. What is the next factor that can go in 15 and also in 50? Definitely it is what? 5. 5 in 15 how many times? 3 times. 3 times 5 is what? 15. And 5 in 50 will go how many times? 10 times. Okay, so we are we have now 3 and 10. Can any number other factor go in 3 and also go in 10? No, so we stop here. Okay, so using index notation, the HCF of 90 and 300 is what? 2 times 3 times 5. So this is our answer, 2 times 3 times 5. And our right option here is option A. Question 28 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says factorize this completely. Okay, so factorize, that's so it means we have to factor the common values out, okay, and put them in brackets. Okay, so from here we have what? Mn minus what? Pq plus Pn minus Qm. Okay, I'm going to rearrange this. Let's rearrange this so it would look good. Okay, in maths you really have to know how to manipulate to favor you so your signs don't confuse you. So in rearranging this, I would go, let's pick this mn and this m. Since m, these two have m, so we can bring out m. So we have what? Mn minus Qm. Okay, and we have this is let's leave this plus in the middle, plus Pn, take this minus Pq, let's put minus Pq here. Alright, so let's take what's common to this and this. Alright, so we have m bracket what? N minus what? Q. This is what will be left, comma, then plus. Alright, we're going to have a positive sign, what's common to this? We have a P and a P. So bring out your P, bracket what, N, we have left N minus Q. Okay, you can see the way I arrange this factorization. Okay, I might not be able to explain in detail in this particular question I'm solving. This is a past question I'm solving, not an explanatory video. Okay, but on the new channel I'll be doing factorization, several lessons and classes, so make sure you're subscribed to that channel so you get to understand factorization well. Okay, so I've rearranged this to suit me and it's okay. So we have N minus Q here. We have a common factor here and also a common factor here. So we can simply put bring this out. So we have M plus P, or close the brackets, open and close the brackets, open and close, then the common factor, which is what, N minus Q. Okay, so this is our answer. All right, but unfortunately in the option I think they made a mistake with the letters. Okay, because this supposed to be a P. Okay, because this is N minus Q, which is this N minus Q. Then for M plus P, instead of putting an M plus P, it was a N plus Q that was put here. Okay, you can see everything here has an M and P, M and P, M and P. Okay, but this is the closest to the answer since this is M plus P. Okay, we have a M plus P here, but this is an N plus Q, which is wrong. This is supposed to be N minus Q, but here this option is more close to the answer, which is what, N minus what, Q. Okay, plus then close open bracket, M plus, this is supposed to be a P. This is a typo, I believe. Okay, and it should be a bonus mark. All right, and also the other first one, the first option, when you just leave it blank, don't fill it, it will be a bonus mark, because you know these are typos in standardized tests. It will just be a bonus mark. There's no big deal about you having a negative marking and all that, so it's a bonus mark to you. Okay, so this is the answer for this question 29 of the BEC Junior WAEC 2019 mathematics past question. It says if x is equal to 1 over 5, it says if x is equal to 1 over 5 roots, okay, this is a divided by 2b, okay, a divided by 2b. Find b in terms of x and a. Okay, find b in terms of x and a. So it means make b the subject of the formula. This is what it means. Find b in terms of x and a. Okay, so in making b the subject of the formula, from this equation we have x is equal to 1 over 5 square root of what, a over 2b. Okay, so what's the first thing to do? Let's take this 5 to this side, cross multiply this 5. The 5 is outside the square root. Okay, so let's cross multiply. So we have, or you can just say multiply both sides by 5. Is that not it? So this would be times 5 times 5. Okay, where this 5 will cancel out this 5, we're left with what, 5x is equal to the square root of what, a over 2b. So the next thing we have to do is remove the square. I remember in removing a square, it would affect what is on the other side of this particular what equation. And how will it affect it? You have to what, square both sides. Okay, this a, remember in your indices, a, the square root of a over 2b is equal to what, a over 2b all raised to the power what, 1 over 2. Okay, so to cancel out this particular 1 over 2, that's the square root, you have to multiply by a square. Okay, that's 2. So whatever you're doing on this side of the equation, you also have to do on this other side. Okay, is that not it? So in squaring this 2 will cancel out this 2, so it becomes what, a over 2, this is a please, a over 2b, and this will be what, 5 raised to power what, 2. And what is 5x raised to power 2? That will give us what, 25x what square, equal to a over 2b. We are making b the subject of formula. Okay, so let's cross multiply. Take 2b up. Okay, remove b from the denominator. So taking 2b up, so we have 25x squared times what, 2b, equal to what, a. okay, which is the same as what 25x squared 2b equal to a. Okay, so from here to get our b, we just divide both sides by 25 times 2 should give us a 50x squared. Okay, 50x squared, 50x squared. 25 times 2 will give us what? 50x squared b is equal to what? A. Alright, so from here to get b, we divide both sides by what? 50x squared. 50x squared. Where this will cancel out this, so we are left with what? B is equal to a over what? 50x squared. So this is our answer. And what is our right option? Our right option, where is our right option? Our right option is option B. Question 30 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics past question. It says the diagram below is a net of dash pyramid. Okay, it's a net of dash pyramid. It said pentagon, B says rectangular pyramid, C says square base pyramid, D says triangular pyramid. Okay, now to know the type of pyramid this is, we already know it's a pyramid by this structure here. That's if you close if you you close this up, join them together to make a solid figure. Okay, so to know what type of pyramid is, what is the shape of the base? Okay, what is the shape of the base of this solid figure here? It's a what? Rectangle. Okay, so this is definitely what? A rectangular what? Pyramid. Okay, it's not a square base because these sides are not equal. It's not a pentagon is 5 sides, this is a 4 side. Okay, it says triangular, this base is not triangular, so it is what? A rectangular what? Pyramid. So our right option here is option B. Question 31 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics past question. It says a prefect is to be chosen from a class of 16 girls and 14 boys. What is the probability that the prefect is a girl? Okay, it's to be chosen from a class of 16 girls and 14 boys. Okay, remember probability, okay, is equal to what? Our required outcome over what? Our possible outcome, the total possible outcome. Okay, and here what's our total possible outcome is what? For 16 girls, the total number of what? The people in the class, okay, which is 16 plus what? 14, which will give us what? 30. Okay, 30 people in the class, 16 girls, 14 boys. Then the probability that it will be the prefect will be a girl, that's our required outcome, will be what? 16. Okay, from what? 16. All right, so let us solve this. 16 over 30, what can go? 2 can go here 8, and 2 will go here 15 times. Can anything go else go? No. So we have what? 8 over 15. So this is our answer. Okay, that's the probability that the prefect choosing will be a girl. So we have 8 over 15, and our right option here is option D. This is 8 over 15. Question 32 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics past question. It says a ball is drawn at random from a box containing 6 red balls, 4 white balls, and 5 blue balls. What is the probability of picking a blue ball? Okay, how many blue balls are there? 5. Okay, remember probability is equal to what's required outcome, the total required outcome, where our required outcome here is what? We're looking for a probability that it's a what? Blue ball, which is equal to what? 5 divided by our possible outcome. That's our possible outcome, that's everything all joined together. Okay, that's the total possible outcome, which is what? 6 plus what? 4 plus 5. What is 6 plus 4? That will give us what? 10 plus 5 is 15. So we have 5 over 15. Here what can go? We have 5 here, 1, 5 and 15 3 times. So our answer is what? 1 over 3. So the probability of picking a blue ball is what? 1 over 3, and our right option here is option D. Question 33 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics past question. It says a bank gives a woman personal loan of 120,000 naira. She has to pay back 11,000 naira every month for a year. find the amount paid back to the bank as interest. So we have to find the amount paid back to the bank as what? Interest. Okay, remember, amount is equal to what? Interest plus our principal. Okay, all right, so here we're looking for the interest. We have to find the amount paid back as what? Interest. We're looking for the interest, so interest is equal to what? Amount, just taking this positive to this side, we have amount minus what? Principal. Okay, so to get the amount now, she has to pay back 11,000 naira every month for a year. So it means 12 times 11. Okay, and what's the principal? The principal of that's the amount of the loan, which is what? 120,000 naira. So we have 120,000. So 12 times this, we're going to get 132,000 minus 120,000. And what is 132,000 minus 120,000? We're going to have what? 12,000. Okay, so the interest, okay, that she has to, the amount paid back to the bank as interest is what? 12,000 naira. All right, so this is our answer. Our interest is what? 12,000 naira, and the right option here is option B. Question 34 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It said simplify this, okay? And you remember our board mass. This is fraction, so we have to apply board mass, where B is for bracket, O is for order, D is for division, M is for multiplication, A addition, and S what? Subtraction. Okay, so here we have to simplify this. Let's convert all this mixed fraction to improper fraction. Okay, so here we have let me write this again. So we have 2 whole number 3 over 5 minus 1 whole number 2 over 3, close the bracket, times 5 over 8. So board mass will first start by solving what's in the bracket. Okay, B is for the bracket, so let's solve what's in the bracket. Okay, so converting all these mixed fractions to proper fraction, how do we do this? We say 5 times 2 is 10, and 10 plus 3 is what? 13. So we have 13 over 5 here, minus 3 times 1 is 3, and plus 2 is what? 5. That's 3 plus 2 is 5. So we have 5 over 3. Or close the bracket, times what? 5 over 8. So let's solve what's inside this bracket. What's the LCM of 5 and 3? The LCM of 5 and 3 is what? 15. That is what? 5 times 3 is what? 15. Okay, how many times would 5 go in 15 to go 3 times? 3 times 13 will give us what? 39, minus 3 in 15. How many times will it go? To go 5 times, and 5 times this 5 here, we have what? 25. So what is 39 minus 25? 39 minus 25, we're going to have here 14 over 15. So let's drop this multiplication. The multiplication will be here, and we'll drop it here, times what? 5 over 8. So let's cancel out 5 here, 1, 5 in 15 will go how many times? 3 times. 2 can go here in 8, 2 will go in 8 how many times? 4 times, and 2 will go in 14 how many times? 7 times. So we're left with what? We're left with what? 7 times 1, okay, over 3 times 4. We can't, there's nothing to cancel for that, so that is 7 times 1 is 7, divided by 3 times 4 is what? 12. So this is what? A proper fraction, so we don't need to convert back to a mixed fraction. So our answer here is what? 7 over 12, and our right option here is option C. Question 35 of the Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says express the ratio 7 days to 6 weeks as a decimal fraction. Okay, we have to express this ratio 7 days, okay, to 6 weeks as a decimal fraction. Okay, decimal, you can see options are in decimal, as a decimal word fraction. Now 7 days to 6 weeks, you know, these are different units. This is in days and this is in weeks. And when you anything in maths, in physics, or any subject, the units, if before you start cancelling out or calculating, the units have to be what? The same. Okay, so if we have weeks here, this is days. How many 7 days makes how many weeks? It makes 1 week, right? There's just 1 week in what? 7 days. So let's convert all units to what? Weeks. So this 7 days represents what? 1 week. Okay, so we have, and it said express the ratio, so we have 1 week over what? 6 what? Weeks. Okay, which is this. Sorry, I'm supposed to write this first. 6 weeks, where 7 days is what? 1 week. Okay, and if we divide 1 by 6, what are we going to have? We're going to have what? 0.1666666 till you get to 7. And from here you can see this option is in how many significant figures? Just 2 significant figures. So we have here approximating, we have 0.1. This 6 here can add to this 6 here, that's plus 1, and if it adds, we have what? 7. So 0.17. So this is our answer, and our right option is option A. Question 36 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says the table below represents the values of the equation 2x plus y is equal to 7 for x equal to 0, 1, 2 to 8. Okay, that's it. For x equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it means I hope you know what this means. Say the table below represents the values of the equation this for x equal to this. That is when you put in x as 0 into this particular equation, you will get 7 as your answer. When you put in x as 1 into this equation, you get 5 as your answer. Okay, now and so forth and so on. So it now says, what is the value of a minus 3c? What is the value of a minus 3c? Okay, so where is c? This is c here and this is a here. So this is an unknown value. So what we have to do now is we put in, to get our unknown here, a, okay, which is the value of y. Okay, we put in the value of in the equation, we put in 3 x equal to 3 to get this value here. So let's do this first. So our equation for 2x plus what? Y equal to 7. So putting the value of x equal to 3. So we have here where x, when x is equal to what? 3. So we have 2 bracket 3 close the bracket plus y equal to what? 7. So this is 2 times 3 is what? 6 plus y equal to what? 7. So here we have y is equal to, take 6 to this side, we have 7 minus what? 6. Okay, so y is equal to what? 1, which is what? A is equal to 1. Okay, so this unknown value here, which is represented as a, is what? 1. Okay, so this is what? 1. All right, so the next unknown is what? Do we need? There's a b here, but we don't really need to solve for b, because what the question is asking us is find the value of what? A minus 3c, but we need to find c. Okay, this c here, so it means we have to put into this equation our value of x as what? 8. Okay, putting this our value of x as 8. So we write here, when x is equal to 8, considering this equation again, so we have 2 bracket 8 plus y equal to what? 7. What is 2 times 8? 2 times 8 is what? 16 plus y equal to 7. That will be y. Taking 16 to this side, we have what? 7 minus what? 16. And what is 7 minus 16? That's y is equal to what? Minus what? 9. So it means this c here is what? Minus 9. Okay, that's what c is, minus 9. So now let's put in this value of, that is c is equal to what? Minus 9. Let us put in this value of a as 1 and c as minus 9 into this particular expression to get the value. So a is what? 1 minus 3 bracket, what is c? C is what? Minus what? 9. So we have 1 minus 3 times minus 9 will give us what? A positive what? 27. Is that not it? 3 times 9 is what? 27. And minus sign times minus sign is equal to what? A positive sign. Okay? If you don't understand the signs, on the new channel, I'm also going to be teaching signs. Okay? When you multiply, when you add signs of different values. Okay? Alright, so here 1 plus 27 will give us what? What's that? It's going to give us what? 28. This is our answer. Our answer is 28. And our right option here is option C. Question 37 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says, given that 2x plus y is equal to k, express x in terms of y and k. It's just telling us to what? Make x the subject of formula. When you see this, express x in terms of y and k, it's just saying make x the subject of formula. Okay, don't get confused. Okay, most questions they don't put it direct like make x the subject of formula. They use this particular term to ensure that you understand what they're saying and you've read up very well. Okay, so what the statement means is make x the subject of the formula. All right, so here we have 2x plus y equal to what? K. So from here, in making x a subject of formula, you can see here that x is with 2, okay, and what's binding them is the multiplication sign. So first of all, let's take this plus y to this other side of the equation, because you know what the goal we are to achieve here is make only x on one side of the equation. Okay, that's on your left side of the equation. So we have here taking plus y to the other side, we have 2x is equal to what? K minus y. So from here, to cancel out 2, what do? We divide both sides by 2. So this 2 will cancel out and we're left with what? X is equal to what? K minus y over 2. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option B. Question 38 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says find the value of x degree. That's where to look for this value, the value of x degree. Okay, so from here, all right, these are angles in a triangle. Okay, all right, plane angles and all. So here, first of all, to get this particular value, this x degree, we need to get this particular value here. Let's say this value is what? Y. Remember, and here we have here 130 degree. Remember, angles on a straight line. What is the sum of angles on a straight line? It is equal to what? 180. Okay, remember the sum of angles on, sorry, this should be on a straight line is what? 180 degree. Okay, so it means here y plus 130 is equal to what? 180. So y will be equal to what? 180. Take 130 to this side, we have minus what? 130. So y is equal to what? 50 degrees. So here is what? 50 what degree. Okay, since we know this angle now, it is easy for us to know this, because the sum of angles in a triangle, what is it? The sum of angles in a triangle is equal to what? 180. Sum of angles in a triangle, triangle is 180 degree. Okay, so don't forget all this okay, so don't forget all these particular rules when you're playing around with triangles. The sum of angles on a straight line, the sum of angles in a triangle is what? 180 degrees. The sum of angles at a point is what? 360. Okay, remember those three things. So here, so the sum of angles in a triangle, so we have here x plus 60 plus 50 is equal to what? 180. So here we have x plus, what is 60 plus 50? That will give us what? 110 equal to what? 180. So x is equal to what? 180 minus what? 110. Taking this to the other side. So what is 180 minus 110? We have what? 70 what degree. So x is equal to what? 70 degree. And our right option here is option A. Question 39 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says, which of the methods above is/are the best way to construct a perpendicular to a line AB from point P? Okay, so this is very easy. Remember your construction. Okay, so to construct a perpendicular, which is a straight line at angle what 90 degree. All right, so this is the best method. Okay, so which of the methods above is the best way to construct a perpendicular line to perpendicular to a line AB from P? Okay, so this is the right answer. The right answer is only what I. Okay, that is what A. It cannot be this, it can't be this. Okay, this is a perpendicular to a line AB from point P. Okay, so our right option here is option A. Question 40 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says the probability of a student passing an examination is what? 2/5. That's probability of success is equal to what? 2/5. What is the probability that the student will fail? Probability of failure. Remember in probability, I hope you remember how to get the probability of failure. Okay, probability of failure is just simply 1 minus what? The probability of what? Success. Okay, so which is 1 minus 2/5. Let's put this 1 divided by 1, okay, which is still 1. LCM of 1 and 5 is what? 5. 1 and 5 will go how many times? 5 times, and 5 times 1 is what? 5. Minus 5 and 5 is 1 times, and 1 times 2 will give us what? 2. So here we have 5 minus 2 is what? 3 over, and we divide by 5. So our answer is what? 3/5, and our right option here is option C. Question 42 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says a basket contains 400 oranges and 40 are bad. What is the percentage of the good ones? Okay, 40 are bad, so it means the good ones, how many are the good ones from the 400 oranges? Since 40 are bad, it's just simply 400 minus what? 40. And what is 400 minus 40? That's what? 360. So we have 360 was good oranges. So the question asks, what is the percentage of the good oranges? So definitely the percentage of the good orange is what? It's definitely to get 360, which is the total good orange. All right. What percent is 360 in what? 400 orange. That's the total orange. So definitely to represent that, we have what? 360 divided by 400 times your 100, since we're looking for the percentage. So this 20 will cancel these 2 zeros. 4 here, 1. 4 in 36 will go how many times? 9 times, and drop our 0. So the percentage of the good oranges is what? 90%. Okay, 90%. This is our answer, and our right option here is option B. Question 43 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says a worker's salary is increased from 150,000 to 180,000. Find the percentage increase. Okay, so first of all, let's find the amount it increased by. So it means it increased by, that's 180,000 naira minus what? 150,000 naira. If this was a theory question, you know you have to put your naira in front, okay? But this is on OBJ, so you can just solve on your rough sheet any way you like, okay? All right, so 180 minus 150 will give us what? That will give us what? 30,000 naira. So the amount is increased by is what? 30,000 what? Naira. So it says find the percentage increase. So how do you get the percentage what increase? So it will be what? 30,000 divided by his initial what? Salary, which is what? 150. So we have 150 times 100. Okay, so these 2 zeros will cancel out these 2 zeros. These other 2 zeros will cancel out these 2 zeros. So from here we have 300 over 15. Is that not a 300 over 15? Let's see, 5 can go here how many times? 3 times. 5 will go here how many times? That's 60 times. 3 here how many times? 1. 3 in 60 will go how many times? 20 times. Okay, so our answer is what? 20%, and our right option here is option B. Question 44 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says, use the information on the graph to answer question 44 and 45. Write the coordinate. Question 44 says, write the coordinates of x and y. Okay, this graph isn't too clear, but the coordinate of x and y, all right, this is x, okay, and this is y. All right, okay, and here, if you can see, we have a -4 here. This is so from here, this is a line. Let me just quickly draw it. This is a line. This is 0, okay, this is 1, that -1, this is the minus side, this is -2, this is -3, -4, okay, and this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, and this is what, -1, all right, this is -2, -3, okay, and here this is 1, this is 2, 3, 4, okay, so and this is y, this is x. So it's asking us to find the coordinates of what, x and y. So to find the coordinates of x and y, we just trace this point to, and you know this is our y-axis and this is our x-axis. I hope you know that, y and x-axis, okay. This is the negative side of x and this is negative side of what, y. All right, so we trace this for okay, let's start from x, the coordinate for x. So we trace this to this line. So this part for the coordinate of x is what, -4. Then this, we trace it here to this one. This is what, -1, comma, minus what, 1. I know in writing coordinates, this part is traced to the x-axis, while this other second part is traced to the what, y-axis. This is the way we write our coordinates on a graph, okay. So for the y coordinates, what do we have? Trace first to the x-axis. We have here, if we trace this down here, we have 2, comma, then trace to the y-axis, okay, we have 4. So it's 2, comma, what, 4. So these are the coordinates of what, x and y. So we have -4, comma, -1, then 2, comma, 4, okay. So these are the coordinates of what, x and y on this particular graph. All right, so where is our right option here? Where is our right option? Our right option is option D, okay. You can see this is this here, they said 4 and 2, which is what, wrong, okay. As I said, in arranging your coordinates, you don't start with y, you start with x. All right, the coordinates of a point, you start with x, comma, y. For this, you can see it was interchanged. So you might mistakenly start with y, and as you might mistakenly make this y and make this one x, which is very, very what, wrong, okay. The right way is to start with x, and the next value by the side will be what, your y. That's the way you write coordinates of a point, okay. So this is just to test your knowledge on how to get the coordinates of a point, okay. So our right option is this, which is option D. Question 45 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. Okay, this is the next question on the graph. Okay, it says, what is the name of the shape formed in the graph? Okay, option A says a kite. No, it's wrong. B says a rhombus. No, it's actually wrong. Then C says a rectangle. No, this shape is not a rectangle. The correct answer here is what, a trapezium. It is a trapezium because from here it just has one pair of parallel opposite sides, okay, just one pair. For rhombus and kites, they have 2 pairs of parallel opposite what, sides, okay. So this is what, a trapezium. So question 46 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says the plane shape with only pair of parallel sides is called definitely you can see they are trying to further buttress if you knew question 45. Okay, so a plane shape with only a pair of parallel sides is what? A trapezium. Okay, it's not a circle, it's not a kite, it's not a triangle, it's what? A trapezium. Okay, because you have this and this is the pair of the parallel sides. Okay, so it is what? A trapezium. Question 47 of the BEC Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says find the slant height of a cone whose base diameter is what? 12 centimeter and its perpendicular height is 8 centimeters. So we have a cone here. Okay. All right. Okay. It says find the slant height. So we're looking for the slant height. This particular place from here to here. Our slant height, which will represent as what? L, capital letter L, okay, of the cone, okay, whose base diameter is what? 12 centimeter. Base diameter, that means from here to here is 12 centimeter. Okay, to get the radius is half of what? Our diameter, right? So the radius is what? 6 centimeter. Okay, our radius is what? 6 centimeters, and it says its perpendicular height is 8 centimeter. This is the perpendicular height. That's a line from the top of the cone to the center of the base, okay, of the base of the cone. So this is what? The height, perpendicular height, which is what? 8 centimeter, and we know our radius as what? 6 centimeter. Remember, in finding the slant height, it is what? L square is equal to what? R square plus H square, which we're looking for L square. We know our R square as what? 6 what square? As 6, so we have 6 square, and our height as what? 8, so we have what? 8 square. So this is L square. What is 6 square? This is what? 36 plus what? 8 square is what? 64. What is 36 plus 64? That will give us what? 100. And we have L square. To find the value of L, okay, alone, we have to what? Square root what? 100. So we square root what? 100. So what's the square root of 100? The square root of 100 is what? 10. So L is equal to 10. Our slant height is what? 10 centimeter. So our right option here is option C, which is what? 10 centimeter. Question 48 of our BEC Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says dash is the set of all possible outcomes of an experiment. Dash is a set of all possible outcomes of an experiment. Here it says dice, which is very wrong. Is this B? B says random, very wrong. C says probability. Probability is not the set of all possible outcomes of an experiment. Okay, the set of all possible outcome of an experiment is what? A sample what? Space. Okay, that's what it means. A sample space of that what? Experiment. Okay, that gives you the set of all possible what? Outcome. Just like when you have a data set, it's a sample space of all the outcome of whatever maybe experiment you're doing in the lab. Okay, so our answer is what? Option A, which is what? A sample space is a set of all possible outcomes of an experiment. Question 49 of the BEC Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says calculate y given the mean of this values is what? 27. So we have to calculate what? Y. Okay, given the mean of the value. Okay, this is just off. Given or something, I really don't know what is a typo here, not too clear. Okay, so but we have to calculate y. These values are correct. Okay, calculate y given the mean of this is what? 27. So how do you find your mean? First of all, your mean is what? 20 plus 2y plus 25 plus y plus 30 divided by how many data sets do we have? We have 1 2 3 4 5 divided by 5. It said is equal to what? 27. given that the mean of this is what, 27. So this is the mean. We have to find y. Okay, so from here, what do we do? Let us just cross multiply 5 here, take 5 up here, so we cross multiply. So we have here, and can we easily just add up everything here as we cross multiply? Can we do this, or I have to repeat this step? Okay, let me just write this down so you don't get confused, you follow me well. Okay, so we have 27 times 5. So from here, let's simplify this. We have 20 plus 25 will give what, which will give us what, 45, and 45 plus 30 will give us what, 75. And here we have, let's write this 75 down, and here we have 2y plus what, y. What is 2y plus y? We have 3y. And what is 27 times 5? That will give us what, 135. Okay, that's 27 and 5. We have here, this times this will give us what is this? That's 35. 5 carry 3, and 5 times 2, 10, plus 3 will give us what, 13. So 135. Okay, so here let's collect like terms. 3y will be here, will stay on this side since we're looking for y. Take 75 to this other side, so we have 35. Taking 70 plus 75 to this side, we have a negative what, 75. So we have 3y is equal to this minus this will give us what, 60. Okay, so to get our y, we divide both sides by 3. This will cancel out. We have y is equal to 60. How many times will 3 go in 60? It's going to go 20 times. Okay, so we have y is equal to what, 20. So this is our answer, or that's to calculate why our y is equal to 20, and our right option here is option A. Question 50 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says the sum of two numbers, okay, this is two numbers is 14. Okay, the sum of two numbers. Let us make these two numbers, I'll make them A and B. Okay, this is the first number and this is second number. So the first statement says the sum of two numbers, which is what, A plus B, is equal to what, 14. This is a word problem. Okay, now it says 5 times the first number. Okay, 5 times the first number, that's 5 times A. So let's write 5 times A, which is what, 5A, added to, this is 1/3. 1/3 added, that's plus to 1/3 of the second number, 1/3 of what, B. So we have 1/3B is what, 28, equal to what, 28. Find the two numbers. You can see this now is a simultaneous equation from word problems. Okay, simultaneous equation in word problems, I mean. Okay, so we have to find A and B. Okay, in simultaneous equation you can decide which to use, either substitution or elimination. Okay, I prefer to use elimination method because it's quite straightforward. All right, so let us simplify this particular equation. So here we have equation 1 and we have equation 2, but let's simplify this equation so it's easier for us. To simplify this, let's take out this particular denominator here, which is what, 3. Okay, we have 1/3b. In taking out this denominator here, we multiply everything on this equation by 3. Okay, so we have here, let's write this here. So we have 3 times 5a plus 3 times 1/3b equal to 3 times 28. Okay, so what are we going to have here? This times this will give us 15a, and this 3 will cancel out this 3. We have what, plus b equal to, and 3 times what, 28 will give us what, 84. So we simplify this. So here we have a plus b equal to 14. Then we have 15a plus b equal to what, 84. So equation 1, equation 2. Okay, so from here I would love to cancel out plus b. Okay, that's this b here. since it doesn't have any number in front of it, it's easy for us to cancel it out, so we look for A. So to cancel out, since this is positive and this is positive, I need to make this sign here what? Negative. Okay, I need to make the sign here negative. To make the sign here negative, I have to multiply equation 2 throughout by a negative sign. So that will be times what? Negative. So if I multiply by negative, this 15 will take a negative sign, this positive here will turn to a negative, and 84 will be a what? Negative. Okay, so from here we have A minus 15. To solve this now, we have A minus 15 will give us what? A minus what? 14A. Okay, where this will cancel out, since we have plus B minus B, which will give us a 0, equal to 14 minus 84. That's 14 minus 84. What would that give us? That will give us what? What's 14 minus 84? It will give us a what? Minus what? 70. So equal to a minus what? 70. So from here it is easy for us to what? Find our what? A. Okay, to find A, we divide both sides by minus what? 14. Divide by minus 14. So here minus 14 will cancel out this minus 14, and this minus sign will cancel out this minus sign. We're left with what? 14 divided by 70. What would that give us? If you punch in your calculator, 14 divided by 70 will give us what? A 5. So A is equal to 5. So since we know A is equal to 5, it's easy for us to get what? Our B. So we can substitute the value of A equal to 5 into equation 1. So where equation 1 is what? A plus B equal to 14. So putting the value of A as 5, so we can get B plus B equal to what? 14. So from here, B is equal to, take 5 to this other side, we have 14 minus 5. And what is 14 minus 5? 14 minus 5 is what? 9. So B is equal to 9. So therefore, A is equal to what? 5. And B is equal to what? 9. So our answer is what? 5 and 9. And our right option here is option B, which is what? 5 and 9. Okay, our right option is what? Option B. Question 51 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says Mohammed travels in a car from Lagos to Ibadan. His car uses 25 liters of fuel for a distance of 200 kilometers. Okay, that's 200 kilometers. He uses what? 25 liters. How many liters of fuel will be needed for a distance of 300 kilometers? So for a distance of 300 kilometers, what will be needed? X. Let's say it is X. Okay, so from here, what is the value of X? All we need to do is what? So since 200 kilometers, he uses 25 liters for 300 for the same car. Okay, for 300 kilometers, how many liters will he use? Definitely it's going to increase. So to get X here, let's just cross multiply. Okay, so we have X times this times this. So we have 200 times what? X is equal to what? 300 times what? 25. So to get X alone is equal to what? 300 times 25 divided by what? 200. Where this 0 will cancel out this 0. Can 2 go into anything here? No, it can't. 3 times 25 will give us what? 75 over 2. Okay, so let's divide. How many times would 2 go in 75? In 7 it will go 3 times. Remainder 1, take this 1 here. In 15 it will go how many times? 7 times. Remainder what? Remainder 1. That is remainder 1 over 2. So we have 37 and what? Half. And what is this half here? Half is what? 0.5. So our answer here is what? 37.5. Okay, that is 37 and half. All right, so our answer is what? 37.5 liters. That is what is going to use at a distance of what? 300 kilometers at the same rate and speed which it travels in the same car. All right, so our answer is what? 37.5 liters, and our right option here is option C. Question 52 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says find the highest common factors of this. Okay, what? Find highest common factors of this. You remember HCF? Okay, I think we've done HCF earlier on in this particular past question. So please do read up on HCF. Questions come out on HCF and LCM, but more on HCF. Okay, so here we have 18x squared y. Draw our lines. We have 12xy, and we have 24xy squared. Okay, so from here, what will be the first thing? Let's try our 2 and 2xy. Okay, 2xy can go. All right, in everything, you know, in HCF, you have to be able to whatever factor you're putting here must go in everything. Okay, it's not like LCM where it can go in 18 and not go in 12 and you can still continue, but HCF, it must go in everything here. Okay, all right, so we can do 2x what y. So 2xy in 18, let us use it. 2xy in 18x squared. Okay, that's 18x squared divided by what? 2xy. This y will cancel out this y. This x will cancel out 1x here. So we have left 1x, and 2 in 18 is what? 9. So we have left here as 9 what? X. So our answer here is what? 9x. Okay, now 12xy divided by 2xy. Okay, so what do we have? This xy will cancel out this xy, and 2 here 1, 2 here is what? 6. So we are left with what? 6. Here we have 24xy squared divided by what? 2xy. This x will cancel out this x. Y will cancel out 1y here. We're left with 1y. 2 here 1. 2 in 24 will give us what? 12. Okay, so here we're left with what? 12y. So our answer here is what? 12y. Okay, can any other thing go? Yes, something else can go. 3 can go in 9, in 6, and in 12. Okay, so we have 3. So we have 9x divided by 3. Here we have 3 will go here 1. 3 will go here many times? 3 times. We're left with what? 3x. So drop down 3x. What else again? Yeah, 3 in 6, that's simple. We have 2. Okay, and 3 in 12, that's 12y divided by 3. 3 here 1, 3 here what? 4. So we're left with what? 4y. So our answer here is what? 4y. Can any other thing else go in these 3 values? Nothing else can go. Okay, so our answer is what? 2xy times 3, and that will give us what? 6xy. So this is what? The highest common factors of what? These 3 values here. So our answer is 6xy. And what is the right option here? Our right option is option D. Question 53 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says solve the equation this. So we have 17x minus 2 bracket 6x plus 1 equal to what? 8. Okay, so let us open up this bracket. So we have 17x minus 2 times 6x. We have what? Minus what? 12x. All right, that's 2 times 6 is 12, and drop, you know, there's a x here, so we have a minus 12x, and minus 2 times plus 1. Okay, this is, I think there's nothing here, please. Minus 2 times plus 1 will give us what? A minus 2 equals what? 8. So from here, we can take our minus 2 to this side. All right, so we have 17x minus 12x is equal to what? 8. Taking minus 2 to this side, we have what? Plus 2. All right, so what is 17x minus 12x? That will give us what? 5x. Okay, and what is 8 plus 2? 8 plus 2 is what? 10. To get our x, we divide both sides by 5. So how many times would x, how many times would 5 go in 10 to go what? 2 times? So x is equal to what? 2. So our answer is what? 2. All right, and what is our right option here? Our right option is option D. Okay, be careful with your sign. Don't just open up the bracket. Okay, don't just say 2 times 6 is 12 and just leave the sign there and say 2 times this is 2. So you make this a positive sign. Once you make this a positive sign, your answer will definitely change, and you will see the answer here in the option. So make sure what you're trying to test is your knowledge of opening brackets with a sign in front of it. That is the test here. Okay, so make sure you always know that this minus here is attached to this 2 here. So when you're opening up the bracket, you have to multiply everything in the bracket by this minus 2. Okay, all right. Question 54 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says solve the equation this. So we have 8x minus 6 is equal to what? 3x plus 4. They are still trying to test your knowledge of science too. Okay, and algebra. All right, so let's bring in, take the like terms, bring x to this side of the equation and take 6 to this other side. Okay, so we have 8x, bringing 3x here, we have minus 3x equal to, bringing minus 6 to this side, this is a plus 9, we have 9 plus what? 6. 9 plus 6. So what is 8x minus 3x? That will be 5x. And what is 9 plus 6? That is what? 15. To get x, we divide both sides by what? 5. Okay? So here we have x. In dividing 5 and 15, we'll go how many times? 3 times. So x is equal to 3. Our right option here is option B. Question 55 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says the instrument used for measuring, drawing, and confirming angles is called, definitely is a protractor. Okay, remember your protractor. Okay, like this with different angles. Okay, used for what? Confirming your what? Angles. Okay, so our right option here is option D. It's not a pair of your compass, it's not a pair of your dividers, it's not the ruler. Okay, it's your what? Protractor, which is used to measure, draw, and confirm your what? Angles. Okay, so our right option is option D. Question 56 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says calculate the area of the diagram below. Okay, this diagram is what? A trapezium. Remember the formula for calculating the area of a trapezium. Okay, I hope you remember the formula. Please, you have to have this formula at heart. Okay, it is what? 1 over 2 bracket what? A plus B close bracket what? H, where A is this particular length from here to here, B is the bigger length, okay, and your H is what? The height. All right, the height from here to here. Okay, so from here we have 1 over 2. All right, the length from here to here is what? 6 plus the bigger length down here, that's from R to T, is what? 12 bracket, and our height of the trapezium is what? 6. So this is times what? 6. So from here we have 1 over 2. Let us solve what is in the bracket. 6 plus 8 plus 12 is what? 18. And we have times 6 here, so it's just simply everything, we're multiplying everything. This is a multiplication sign binding, so we can just say 1 over 2 times 18 times 6, where 2 here will go here 1, and 2 in 6 will go how many times? 3 times. Okay, and what is 18 times 3? 18 times 3 is what? 54. Okay, and our unit here is 54 centimeter square, since we're looking for what? Our area. Okay, so the answer is 54 centimeters square. This is our answer, and our right option here is option C. Question 57 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says calculate the total area of the shape shown above. Okay, this is an irregular shape, so we're to calculate what? The area. Okay, there are several ways to calculate the areas or perimeter of irregular shape, but the one I love best is breaking down the shape, okay, to smaller shapes. Okay, so from here you can see, if we break this down from here, this is a rectangle. If we break this down also, this is another rectangle, and this is also a rectangle. So we have the first rectangle, the second rectangle, and we have the third rectangle. Okay, so we'll find the area of this, the first one, second one, third one, and add them up together. That will give us what? Our total area of this what? Shape. Okay, so in finding the area of the first rectangle, what's the formula for finding the area of a rectangle? Area of rectangle, I hope you remember, area of rectangle is equal to what? Length times breadth. Okay, length times breadth. So from this rectangle here, let's draw this out. The first one. So this is what? the breadth, which is 3 centimeter, that's from here to here, and the length is from here to here, which is what, 7 centimeters. So the area of this rectangle is what, our length 7 times 3, which will give us what, 21 centimeter square. Okay, this is a centimeter here, a centimeter here. When they multiply, we have a square. Okay, so the next shape is this. From here to here, let's draw it out. We have, this is our shape. So we know that from here to here is what, 6 centimeters given by our question. So from here to here is 6 centimeters, but we are not given from here to here. Okay, how do we then find from here to here? All right, we know that we have from here to here as what, 5 centimeter. All right, and also from here the total length here is what, 7 centimeter. So it means that from here to here will be what, 7 minus what, 5 centimeters. So this will be what, 2 centimeter. I hope you understand this. Okay, this is, we're resolving this, the length from here to here. All right, where this from here to here is 7 centimeter, and the whole length from here to the bottom down is was sorry, this is 5 centimeter, and the whole length from the top to the bottom is was 7 centimeter. So therefore, to get this smaller length, it will definitely just be 7 minus 5 centimeter, which will be what, 2 centimeter. And when you add 5 plus 2, it will give us what, 7 what, centimeter. So from here to here is what, 2 what, centimeter. Okay, so definitely what's this length, this area, the area of this shape is what, length times our breadth. And what's the length? Is what, 6 centimeter times our breadth is what, 2 centimeter. And what will this give us? This will give us 12 centimeter square. Okay, so we have this for the second shape. Now let's look at the third shape. This is the third shape. Sorry, not too straight. Okay, this is the breadth of the third shape, 3 centimeter, and this is the length, 7 what, centimeter. Okay, so from here you can see it's the same as this particular first rectangle. So from here our area is what, length times breadth, which will be what, 7 centimeter times 3 centimeter, and this will give us what, 21 centimeter square. Okay, and our total area will be of the shape is equal to what, 21 centimeter square plus 12 centimeter square plus 21 centimeter square. Okay, and also don't make the mistake of not calculating this final one. Okay, as I said from the beginning, you can have another method in which your teacher taught you how to calculate the area or perimeter of a irregular shape, but I feel this is the easiest. Just break down the shape into similar, as in smaller shapes, like a rectangle. If you had a square, just break it down to smaller shapes, and calculate each and every one of them. If it's the perimeter the question asks us for, you calculate the perimeter of each and every one of them. Then when you finish up, you add them up. Okay, you sum them up. So when we add up all this, we're going to have what, this is what we have 21, we have 12, we have another 21. So this is 1 plus 2, 3 plus 1, 4. Then we have 2 plus 1, 3 plus 2 will give what, 5. So we have what, our answer is what, 54 centimeters square. So this is our answer. And what's our right option? Our right option is option A. Question 58 of the BECE WAEC 2019 mathematics past question. It says find the value of m degree in the figure below. Okay, we have this figure. If you remember, plane angles. Okay, and if you see these two angles here, what is this angle? Our rules on plane angles. Okay, these two angles here are what, corresponding angles. Okay, and it says that corresponding angles are equal. All right, so for us to get m, all we need to do is just equate this and this. Okay, so we have 4m plus what, 15 is equal to what, 5m minus 10. Since these angles are equal, they are corresponding angles. Okay, so we equate them, they are equal. That's why we have the equal to sign. This is equal to this. All right, so let's collect like terms. Okay, in collecting like terms, what do we do? Okay, so let's take 5m here. We have 4m. Taking plus 5m, we have a negative 5m equal to, we have a negative 10 here already. Taking this plus to this side, we have a negative what, 15. And this will be what? 4m minus 5m will give us a minus m equal to, this is minus 10 minus 20, minus 10 minus 15, which will give us what? A minus what? 25. From here, this minus sign can from here, this minus sign can cancel out this minus sign, all right? Because we have the same thing on the two sides of the equation, so this will cancel. So m is equal to what? 25 for degree. So this is our answer, and our right option is option D. Question 59 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says, how many triangles are there in a regular polygon of 20 sides? How many triangles? Remember, what is the sum of interior angles of a polygon? Okay, the sum of interior angles of a polygon is what? N minus 2 brackets multiplied by what? 180 degree. Alright? And when 180 degree represents what? A triangle. Remember, the sum of all angles in a triangle must equate to what? 180 degrees. So this 180 degrees represents what? A triangle. One triangle. So to know how many triangles are in a regular polygon of 20 sides, well, definitely 20 sides is equal to our n. Okay, this is n. So all you need to do is say 20 minus, what is 20 minus times 180? What is 20 minus 2? That will give us what? 18. So we have 18 times what? 180 degrees. So it means we have 18 what? Triangles. This is what this expression means. We have 18 triangles in a regular polygon of what? 20. Okay? As I said earlier, 180 degrees represents what? A triangle. So we have 18 what? Triangles. So this 18 times 180 degree, it means we have what? 18 triangles. Where, sorry, let me put this, where this 180 degrees represents what? One triangle. So we have 18 times what? 1, which is what? 18. Okay, this is the way you find how many triangles is in a regular polygon. All right, so if for instance, if you're given how many triangles are in a regular polygon of 15, okay, all you need to do is say 15 minus 2, sorry, minus 2 times your 180 degrees. So what's 15 minus 2? That is what? 13. Okay, so we have here 13 what? Triangles. All right, in a regular polygon of what? 20 or 15 sides here. Okay, I just did this example so it would sink in. All right, so this is how you find how many triangles are in a polygon. Our answer for this question is 18 triangles, and our right option here is option B. Question 60 of the BECE Junior WAEC 2019 Mathematics Past Question. It says, a statistical survey shows that 3 out of every 10 women wear size 14 dress. What is the probability that a woman chosen at random does not wear a size 14? Okay, so 3 out of every 10 women wear a size 14 dress. 3 out wears. So it means 7 out. 7 out of the remaining, right? 7 out of every 10 women do not wear. Do not wear what size, what? 14 dress. That's what it means. If 3 out of every 10 women wear size 14, the remaining, which is what? 10 minus 3, which is what? 7. So 7 out of every 10 women do not wear size 14 dress. Okay? So it says, what is the probability that a woman chosen at random does not wear a size 14? So definitely remember, probability is what? Probability is equal to your number of required outcome over what? Your number of what? Possible outcome. Okay, so our number of required outcome is what? We're looking for the probability that a woman chosen at random does not wear. So our required outcome is what? 7, and our possible outcome is what? 10. Okay, which is the total what? Women. All right, so 10. So our answer is what? 7 over 10. This is our answer, because we can't break anything. Nothing can go in 7 and also go in 10. So we have to leave our answer as what? 7 over 10. And our right option here is option B. So thank you for staying tuned. We've come to the end of the first section, okay, which is your OBJ section. Try to watch the theory section, which will also be on this channel. Also, thank you for watching through this video, and I know that this video would help you a lot in your examination. So please don't forget to share to your friends, okay? And if you have if you're a parent who are watching this, please try to share to other parents to help other children, okay? And don't forget also to subscribe to this channel, share this channel with your friends, family, loved ones, and also subscribe to our new channel made for kids. If you have junior ones in primary, even to JSS1, JSS2, please try to share that new channel with them. That would help them in their education, made for kids, okay? That's DTW Tutorials Kids. Please subscribe and share the channel. And if you have any questions or comments you want to, feel free, please comment on this video, okay, in the comment section below. And finally, don't forget, Jesus Christ is coming soon. Give your life to Christ, for He is the way, He is the truth, and He is the life. Alright, so thank you from DTW Tutorials. You are destined to win. See you in our next video.